Hey guys, it's me. Um, I promised someone on Instagram that I would make a video about hair setbacks. So I'm generally a woman of my word. I try. So let's see, you experience setbacks. It can be from the littlest things to the biggest thing. It can be from switching beauticians um, to switching hair products. So what I found is that the number one thing is to be patient with yourself. When you discover that you have a hair setback, like it's not the end of the world, although it feels like it, it definitely feels like it. I had one big setback that I had to cut like a majority of my hair, but it was in the center of my head. So I used the outer layers to pull it back in a ponytail and to style it that way. And I was able to pull certain styles off, but like when I put my hair in a ponytail, you could tell that it was significantly thinner than what my normal ponytail was. And so I just really wanted to see my hair reach a certain length. Some people say health over length. I believe that my hair is already healthy because I'm healthy, so I'm not so focused on the health of my hair. I've always had healthy hair. I've always had a full head of hair, so thick hair. So I wanted to see my hair get to, as Miss Shima says, mystical hair lengths. I love her. And so I held on to my hair even though most of it was significantly gone. It was just like gone. I had to cut it. It had clumped together and was threatening to clump together with the rest of the hair if I didn't hurry up and remove the clumps. So, and that was from me stretching my relaxer. Instead of going the typical, 9 weeks that I would go, I went to, I think it was 12 to 14 weeks. I forget because that was like many years ago. I got on YouTube, I searched out everybody's video I could that had experienced some form of a setback. And so one girl, she talked about how she had knots and tangles, and she went and bought this product and that product, and she had her needle and she was just working through the knots and the tangles. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try that. And when that didn't even work, I was just like, I'm done, so I cut it. But you get over the devastation real quickly as you begin to see more growth, because hair grows on average 1/4 of an inch a month. So you're going to immediately see your hair begin to bounce back from it. And it's kind of like, if you've ever seen those movies where people are, okay, what was that movie with Sanaa Lathan, The Perfect Stranger, and like she was down and you just really was hoping that she would get back up. Like, come on girl, get him, you gotta get up, he's gonna get you. Well, that's kind of how you'll view your hair bouncing back from a setback. You'll be like, okay, I see you trying to grow, I see you trying to do your thing. And you'll be more encouraged by the little bit of progress that you see as opposed to the devastation that you've experienced. So just be patient with yourself, because it's not going to be long before you see that progress. And so my hair, I began to have to cut it as it was growing. The little, it grows so slow anyway. But the little bit of progress that I was getting, I had to cut it off so that it would even up with the hair that was growing. Does that make sense? So, and I had to avoid wearing it down. Like, I could not wear my hair down to save my life. And in the progress pictures, you know how we take pictures on our journey and everything, I would only have them like on the side, and it was so thin. It was unbelievably a thin amount of hair, but I was still able to see progress, so I was satisfied with that. And I would just flip it up in like a bun. Let me see. I would do it in styles that, and it's a good thing I've always had a healthy amount of hair to begin with. Like, out of all my sisters, I think, okay, I can't say that. I was one of the ones, out of 4 girls, I was one of the ones that had like the thicker amount of hair. So I would wear it in stuff like this, styles like this. And I might have like a piece hanging down or something to show the length. Something like that. That's how I would rock it. And then of course I was working at the fast food place, so I had my little hat on or whatever. But because I had to see the length to feel like I was actually to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I'll say that. It doesn't matter to some people if they can. It's not as important. Your goals are never important to someone else as they are to you. Does that make sense? Whatever it is in life, your goals are never going to be important and heartfelt and vital as they are to you, as they are to somebody else. I mean, nobody's going to care as much as you're going to care. So whether your goal is for your hair, okay, or whether your goal is for your marriage to work, or for your children to be graduate from college, whatever it is, nobody's going to care about it but you. So for me, as vain as it was for me to hold on to my length, it was one of my goals. So it was something I treasured. But just be patient with yourself and look at as many videos of people with your hair type as possible, because more than likely how they take care of their hair is going to be similar to how you're going to need to upkeep your hair. And even if you only get like 1/4 of, okay, not 1/4, if you only get like a tidbit of information that helps you out, that tidbit is going to do wonders for your hair journey. There was one young lady I was watching on her hair journey, and not to say she and I had the same type of hair, because I really don't know. I've never touched her hair in person or anything like that. But to me, it looked like we had similar hair textures. So, you know, being relaxed. And so the way that she kept her hair moisturized, the way that she, you know, oh my gosh, it is insects out here. But anyway, so I learned that, you know, my hair in its best state may have a better chance at, you know, not being tangled, because her hair was never tangled and matted. And she was dedicated to moisturizing and sealing. So I'm like, okay, I know that's something that I got to do. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I don't want to ramble and be all over the place. So thanks for viewing.